All right, let's do our warm-ups and breathe. So feet hip width apart, toes straight ahead, sitting bones down, shoulders back and down, and crown to the ceiling. Get that core activated and lengthen up through your spine. Relax your shoulders and let your arms just release. Take a few moments deep breathing, inhaling to that lowest part of the lungs, through the middle, through all the upper lungs as well, filling your lungs, getting all that oxygen in. And as you exhale, letting it sink back down, belly sinking back in. And just take a few moments doing that while you spread your toes, lift your spine, and relax your shoulders. And keep that inner focus throughout as we inhale, arms to shoulder level. Exhale to your heart. Inhale out to the front. Keep the shoulders down and clasp your hands behind you. Press them to the floor as you lift your heart and pivot over. Deepen into that position, letting that back of your body get a good stretch. Arms up toward the ceiling. Feel that shoulder area move. Get your chin circling a couple of times each way, releasing your neck. And then work your way back all the way from the bottom of the spine up. And again, an upper body back bend, lifting your heart, dropping your shoulders. So just stretch your head back, spread your toes, and don't forget to breathe. Inhale upright, release your arms. Take a moment, just feel that circulation start increasing. And again, inhale to shoulder level, exhale to your heart, stretch to the front, and clasp the opposite way behind you. So shift the fingers one position over. Lift your heart, press your hands down, feel that chest expand, and then pivot over. And again, deepen as much as you'd like as you deepen that chin toward your chest, top of the head toward the floor, hands toward the ceiling. And again, with the knees slightly bent, work your way from the bottom of the spine all the way through, up into the back bend. And again, a nice stretch through your neck as you reach your head away. Inhale upright, release your arms, and again, just take a moment feeling your body responding, observing inward. Side stretches, so let's keep one arm down, the other arm out, palm toward the ceiling, hand over your shoulder, push them away, and lean, no twist, over to the side. So remember, push the foot you're leaning away from down, so those ribs get an extra stretch as you reach your fingertips and head away. Breathe into it, maximize as much as it wants, and inhale upright. Release that arm, and bring the other one out. Keep the shoulders down, palms to the ceiling, hand over your shoulder. Again, just stretch it away and lean to the side. No twist, don't lean forward. And just let that hand on the leg slide down. Again, reach the arm over by your ear and the foot down. And then inhale back up and release. Feel your body, notice how it's working today, and get ready for our twist with that stretch from the base of the spine down and the top of the spine up, bones separating for the twist. Arms at shoulder level, palms up, hands over your shoulders, clasping your elbows. Spread your toes, stretch that spine apart, and turn to your twist. Take a moment to breathe, keeping the weight on both feet. Exhale over. And just deepen as much as you'd like into that forward position in the twist. Lift your sitting bones, keep your arms by your ears, and don't forget to relax. And then weight still on both feet as you come up into that upper body back bend. So once more, shoulder blades down, elbows back, and chest high. Take a moment being gentle with the low back, even while you're bending the upper back. And then inhale upright, Exhale to the center and switch your arms. Spread your toes, sink your sitting bones down, and stretch your spine apart to go to the opposite twist. Take another breath and pivot on over. And just deepen as much as you'd like on this side, keeping the weight on both feet. Arms again still by your ears. And work your way up. Lift your heart, pull your elbows back, and again, upper body only back bend, and as you're in your twist. Take a moment, lifting and relaxing, shoulders down. Inhale upright, exhale around to the center, arms up and sitting bones down. Swan dive forward from extended mountain all the way into that halfway position and stretch. And then drop into ragdoll, pull in a little more, get a really good stretch on your back. And then hands to the front, winding one more time from the bottom of the spine into mountain pose. Take a moment, lengthening through your spine, up through the crown, and bring your hands to your heart. Spread your fingers, move them out and up and in, elbows out. Just pressing your palms gently together, bring them straight up. And then look at your hands as you bring them toward the ceiling. Keep the hands together, looking at the thumbs as you pull them behind you. So another upper body back bend. Exhale, pivot on over, just deepening into that forward position once more. Hands up under your knees, get that halfway up stretch. So shoulder blades towards your waist, sitting bones behind you, and crown stretching forward. Elbows, knees, spine, remember, are straight. And then exhale down, and another wind up, just because that's really good for your spine. Shoulders back and down into mountain pose. Separate those spines and turn side to side. Just a little gentle windmill, getting that twist energy activated a little bit more. Take a moment, just breathing, relaxing your shoulders. And then turn your feet out. Bend your knees toward, not beyond your toes, hands above your knees. And we'll pull the ribs in, tuck your chin, looking down. And then pelvic tilting, push those sitting bones back and the chest and ribs forward. And exhale and pull in. So get that spine working. Exhaling and rounding. Inhaling, a little back bending through the rib area. And just feel how that's working. Make sure you don't put pressure in your knees. And then when you're forward, just straighten it out. Lengthen the spine, and we'll turn slightly to the side, bringing the shoulder down to your knee and that side twist. So the hip goes up, the ribs turn, and the shoulders as you look to the side. Shoulder coming toward that opposite knee. Back to the center, straighten and stretch it out. Shoulder blades toward your waist, and again, twisting to the other side. Bring that shoulder down while that hip rises as you turn toward it. So the whole body looks toward the side, not just your neck. Shoulder coming down, hip going up. Again, exhale back to the center. Tuck in your chin, turn your toes forward and round. One more time, getting that activity through the spine, energizing you. Take a moment back in mountain pose, feeling your body. Exhale any tension. And step wide. Sink evenly into your feet, hips open to the front, shoulders as well. Take a moment and breathe, bringing your arms up to shoulder level. Let's do a little triangle. So spreading your toes, turn your first foot all the way to the side. so that that whole leg is turning, knees and toes, everything going to the side, but not your hips or shoulders. And then heel back, toes forward on that foot behind you, sinking into it, spreading your toes. Get that pivot at your hip joint and push to the front. The more you push, the further your hand will go down. Keep the shoulders even, pulling that top shoulder back. Turn the palms forward toward the direction you're facing and pivot. So one hand comes down and the other one's straight above it. Head reaching to the side, top hip pulling back into your triangle position. Stretch it out, lengthening. Exhale, sink evenly into both feet. Take a moment there, breathing. And then pivot back up, palms toward the floor, feet to the front. Energize your star. Shoulders down, sitting bones toward the floor, fingertips are reaching away. And let's go right to the other side. So turn the foot and the back foot and keep those hips and shoulders facing the direction of the side of your mat. Pivot at the hip joint, keep the knees both straight. Push to the side, push a little bit more. Turn the palms forward and pivot. One arm down, the other one right above it. So go only as far as your body wants to go today. Keep the top hip pulling back, the head reaching to the side, the hands stretching away from each other, the toes spreading apart, and those feet sinking evenly into the surface beneath you. Remember that back hip, back foot gets as much weight into it as the front one. And again, lead with that hand in the air, palms toward the floor, feet to the front. Energize that star, shoulders down, stretch it out, and release your arms. Take a moment there, feeling your body. We're going to do that one more time, just a little bit more chest opening on this one. So once again, take a moment, getting those feet situated the way you like. Remember, the triangle can be as far apart with your feet as the inseam length of your leg. So you can have it far apart or you can have it closer together depending on what you need today. Arms again at shoulder level with the shoulder blades down and fingertips reaching out. Adjust the feet for your first side. Heel back on that foot so that that whole leg, remember, turns so the knee goes the direction of your toes. Never overwork those knees. Spread your toes out. Sink evenly into both feet. Push at that hip joint and reach to the side. Stay facing the front. Don't lean forward. Turn the palms to the front. And again, pivot into your triangle. So we're staying here in the triangle, or we're going a little deeper into that back or shoulder opening with the hand coming down toward the opposite hip and looking slightly up. So keep the head reaching to the side, keep both legs straight. Remember, no pressure in your hand that's down. It doesn't need to reach the floor or the leg, just wherever it goes. Reach the head to the side, keep that top hip pulling back, and the shoulder as well, opening that chest even more to the front or up, maybe a little bit toward the ceiling. Take a breath, stretch it out, and then release the hand back up right above. Lead with it back into your pivot, into your star position, and release the arms for a moment. Take a moment, feel your body, exhale any tension. Sitting bones toward the floor, hips open, knees and toes facing the front. Arms at shoulder level, reaching out with those shoulders toward your waist. Turn your foot the other direction so we can do our triangle, spreading the toes, getting a good base of support. Pivot at that hip joint, pushing toward the side as far as you want to go. Push it out, palms to the front. Keep the shoulder back and pivot, keeping that whole body facing the front. The hand can come toward the leg as much as or little as it wants on this side. The other arm straight above it. Staying there if that's enough triangle for you, or a little twist with that hand coming down to your opposite hip, rotating the shoulders slightly up, and everything turning slightly more to the front or ceiling. Keep the head reaching away, keep breathing, keep the feet evenly sinking into the floor, supporting you. And remember, no pressure on the hand that's down. Take a breath. Let your legs support you. And then releasing the hand from your hip, bring it straight back up. Pivot up with it, leading into your star position. Feet to the front, energize that star out from your heart through all 5 points. Exhale and release. Take a moment once more, feeling your body a little bit more torso energized. And we're going to do one more version of triangle. This one rotates. So we're going to end up looking at what used to be behind you. So this is a little more complicated, but everything starts basically the same. Keep your hips open, shoulders open, arms at shoulder level. Sink into your feet evenly. Turn the first foot and the second foot. Turning your whole legs, remember, so those knees go the direction of your toes. Hip joint as your focal point for that push. Everything facing the front. Keep that top shoulder back. Palms to the front, pivoting over into your triangle. So take a moment there, getting stable, getting those feet evenly supported. You really push into that back foot. And we're going to pivot at the hips, bringing the arms parallel to the floor and looking toward that front foot. Spread out your toes. Stay there if that's enough. Twist or keep rotating, bringing the hand that used to be up, down, and the other one up. So you're looking what used to be behind you, pulling this hip to the front, down, and the back hip slightly up. Again, the hands don't support you, so just go as far in this position in the twist as you'd like. Reach your head to the side, sink evenly into both feet. Exhale any tension and pivot back parallel to the floor and then back into your starting triangle. Arms right across from each other, legs never do anything. And again, stretch it out, lead with that hand in the air, pivot back up, palms to the floor, feet to the front, shoulders relaxed. Oh, go ahead and release the arms for a moment. So we got one more to do, going the opposite direction. This is working the hips and the torso and the spine. So let everything just take a moment to release and relax. Sink evenly into your feet. Arms again, shoulder level. Stretch up through the crown, down with your shoulders. Turn your feet side and back. Keep the hips open. Keep that top hip going back. Keep the body facing the front as you push to the side. Hip joint as your focus, not the waist. You're not bending anything. Palms to the front, again, rotating into your triangle. So as the head reaches to the side, this top hip stays back, remember. Take a moment, getting positioned and stable. Spread your toes. Get that back foot supporting you as much as the front. Pivot, bringing those arms parallel to the floor, looking at that front foot, spreading your toes out. Take that hip that's toward the front of the mat, down, and even up those hips, and then continue pivoting into your rotated triangle. So take a moment, breathing, getting into that twist with your head reaching to the side, the hips back. Breathing, arms reaching away. Remember, no pressure on the hands. Sink evenly into your feet, into the balls, all the way across, into the back and front of the heel. Exhale, stretch it out. And again, pivot parallel to the floor. Spread your toes. Pivot back into your triangle. And again, reach those arms away, the head and hip away, and everything straight, pivoting back up into your star position. Stretch it out. Take a breath, shoulders down, and release. into mountain pose. Take a moment, just feel your body. Exhale any stress and bring your hands to your heart. Spread your fingers, drop your shoulders, stretch your head up. Look at your hands, bringing them toward the ceiling, a little behind you for another little back bend, and pivot on all the way over. Drop into ragdoll. Just hang for a moment, lifting your sitting bones, getting a good stretch on your legs once more. Hands up under your knees into your halfway up stretch. Elbows, knees, spine straight. And then bend your knees, come to the floor for our transition into child pose. Hips back on your heels, hands palms up, forehead down, and just relax those shoulders. Take a breath. Exhale tension. And then inhale, coming up, coming into staff position with the legs out to the front. Push out through your heels, pull your toes back. Knees up toward the ceiling. Remember that sitting bones are behind you, so work them back so that that core can stay active, supporting your spine and the shoulders right above your hips. Ground to the ceiling, let everything be supported. Warm up the hips a little bit more. So let's bring the foot up onto your thigh and let the knee come down just gently. So remember, weight of your hand, but not pressure, letting that leg just gently move toward the floor. If this is tight today, leg out to the side a little bit more or a lot, whatever you need today. And again, just breathe and relax, letting that knee come down as much as that hip rotator wants it to do. Take a moment, just releasing any tension. And then foot and knee into your hands, moving back and forth. Get it relaxing. When it feels even a little bit more easy, bring your foot up or closer if you want a little more intensity or not. But remember, keep your spine straight, your core active, and your crown to the ceiling. Release that leg. Take a moment breathing. And of course, we'll balance and do the other side. So foot up, knee coming down. And again, just leave it there. Bring this leg to the side if that's easier for you. Keep those sitting bones behind you. Add the weight of your hand, but never pressure if you want a little bit more intensity. And just let things relax and release as they go. Exhaling, letting that knee come toward the floor as much or little as it wants. Personal practice always. Do what's right for you. Knee and toes up on that front leg, whether it's over to the side or to the front. And when you're ready to move that rotator again, bring your leg up or pull it in closer and get working, getting that hip joint even more lubricated and working, warming up. Stay there or more intense if you love it, but keep the shoulders relaxed and over your hips. Take a breath and exhale. Feel that body ready for our diving dolphin. So bring your foot to the inner thigh, knee over to the side, and bring the heel back close to your body on that other leg and sink up through the crown. So remember, this hip is going to come up because we're twisting toward that first knee bend. So go ahead, turn your whole body, another twist. Exhale, round forward, ribs back, chin in, forehead exhaling down toward the floor. You're diving under the water. And then face to the front, inhaling as you come up to the sun of the sky. And again, you're the dolphin. Dive under with the exhalation. Inhale your way up. Feeling those shoulder blades going toward your waist as you come up. Rounding forward on the way down, just getting that whole spine working. As you come up again, just pause at the top, turning to the center and releasing your legs into staff position so that we can dive our dolphin, the other way. So foot to the inner thigh on that opposite leg, sitting bones behind you. Heel back near your hip, not under it, but that hip is up a little bit to twist. Stretch your spine apart. Exhale, turn your shoulders and your whole body facing that first knee. Ribs in as you tuck your chin, exhaling under. Inhaling back up. Chest leading as you come up. Remember, keep stretching that back of your neck throughout whichever direction your spine is going, whether you're diving under on the exhalations or coming up on the inhalations. Just working your spine, working your breath, working your whole body through that position. And again, coming up, lift your heart, stretch it out, and exhale, turning back to the center, coming into staff position, and bringing your feet, of course, to the end of that. Activate the core as you lower your body onto that surface beneath you. Come all the way down, relax your shoulders, relax your whole body, and bring your arms out to the sides. Let's bend the right knee, put it on the left side, and roll all the way over to the left side. Knee down, head on the floor so you don't overwork your neck, pillow if you need it, and hands together. Take your left hand on the right knee that's on the floor, bring your right hand up to the ceiling right above your shoulder. Looking at it, lower that hand, back of the hand, right at shoulder level behind you to open the chest and heart. So the hand may not make it to the floor, just let it go as far as it wants with the knee down on the floor for that lower back twist. Hand coming toward the floor for the middle back twist, and head turning for your neck area twist. Remember, personal practice. Do what's right for your body. Take a breath. Exhale, just relax. And of course, hold your twist longer on your own, but for now, just release that knee, roll onto your back, slide the foot near the other one, and feel your body responding to that twist energy as we get ready to balance with the other side. So again, sitting bones toward your heels, bending that left leg, foot to the right thigh, rolling with your head down on the floor, all the way over, hands together, and knee down. Right hand on your knee, holding it down, left arm up, right at shoulder level, coming behind you toward the floor. And again, it may make it, it may not, don't worry. Just let that chest open and the heart expand. Take a breath. The more you emphasize those exhalations, remember, the more the ligaments release and the body adjusts to balance your body and your energy. So take a breath, just exhale, keep relaxing into your position. Knee down for the low back twist, shoulder down for the middle, and neck turning for that upper back and neck area to twist. Take a breath, remember, just exhale and relax. And when you're ready to release, just go ahead, rolling onto your back, sliding the foot down, and coming into our relaxation corpse position. Take a breath, just exhale, let your whole body soften and sink. Shoulders down, hands, palms up, keeping that chest area open. Toes toward each other and then releasing, letting that hip and leg area totally relax. Lots of hip work today, lots of torso and spine work as well. So just let everything release. Head moving, letting that neck relax. Exhaling, body sinking, deepening into that surface beneath you. Deep breaths, just relaxing completely, letting everything go. Earth supporting you. No need to think of your body or anything else. Just let any thoughts coming to replace the thoughts of your body release as well. Remember, it's the job of your mind to produce thoughts. It's your choice whether you pay attention. At this moment, there's no need to think of the past or anticipate the future. Just let the thoughts drift away as easily as your breath, floating away without attention. And just allow your awareness to release your body and your mind. Focus inward, find the peace deep within. Fill your body with peace and your mind with peace. As you take a few moments, just being peace. And just let your body keep relaxing for as long as you have time today. If it's time, though, to get ready for the rest of your day, just begin drawing energy and awareness with the breath back to the moment, to the room, to your body. And just begin moving your body gently, however feels good for you today, as you breathe more fully and stretch more completely. When you're ready for your final yoga hug of appreciation, sitting bones toward your heels, back gently down as you draw your heels toward your hips and your knees up toward your heart. Wrap your arms around, give yourself that appreciative yoga hug. Let your body know you appreciate its yoga work today and the work your body does for you every day. And when you're ready to release, head and feet to the floor, roll to the side, and sit back up, getting ready for the rest of your world today. Thanks for joining me.